Hey, welcome back to my channel. I am here to review The Perfect Him on Tubi. It's pretty much trending right now. When you log in, it's right there. So this movie is basically what happens as a result of what happens when you purposely ignore red flags, okay? So she's meet this man. He's a younger man. I think what, like 20 years younger than her or whatever. I think he's like around the same age as her son. She has 3 sons. He's sitting up here buying, having cars put in her name. Like, it's a big deal I don't even think he co-signed. I think it was in her name altogether. Like, that right there, I would have had to stop. And he's always busy and stuff. Like, look, you need to listen to your heart. Now, this is the thing that get me. The son, one of the sons, the oldest, the way he was talking to his mama, no, I'm sorry. I understand everybody has different relationships with their parents. But when she told him to take his stuff out so she can make room for, her boy at the time, fiance, and he talking about some F you and cussing and stuff, it's like, yeah, you need to go ahead and get your stuff out of her spot, acting like that. If you could cuss your moms like that, you can go and pay for U-Haul storage facility for your things, okay? I was like, Now, here's another thing. I try to show grace for, lower budget movies because I understand the budget. You can only do so much, right? But why did the woman's mom look younger than her? When she was on the phone talking about some mom, I was like, that's supposed to be her mama. They couldn't find a woman in her 60s, 70s to play the mama. Like, I mean, look, there's no excuse for that. They could have easily put on a casting call on social media for an older woman to play the mama, because that part just wasn't believable at all. I'm like, come on, man. I can show grace, but only so much, okay? So we find out this man, he told her he had 1 kid. We find out he got a few. He's married. He's living these double, triple lives. It was insane, right? And then they even said that this was inspired by true events. So with it being inspired by true events, that could mean a few things. That could mean the movie is based off of one story or a few stories together. Inspired, really, like, you got based on a true story, you got inspired. Based means the bulk of the movie happened, not every single little thing. Inspired means most of what happened probably didn't happen, right? So with this guy having this double life, he pretty much, I feel like he was using her for money. Then we find out that the marriage was fake, because when they were doing their vows and that lady was like, I'm sorry, you can kiss the bride. I was like, what is she doing? But then we find out it was a sham, right? So the part where her sons try to tell her what's up with this dude, they find out, this part was funny too. I was cracking up. One of the sons was like, you know what? I'm going to look up on this dude. He stayed on the phone for like 5 seconds. Oh, look, he on this gay website. That popped up pretty fast, didn't it? Damn, did you have the app download on your phone? Like, they could at least had him look, okay, I'm going to type in his name and see what come up, blah, 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 blah. He pulled up, got the whole app on there with his face on it. So we see that this guy is on the DL. I'm pretty sure those of you who are watching old enough to know what the DL means. That term's been around about 20 years. Somebody wrote a book about it in 2004, so I'm assuming y'all know what that is. I don't think there's any like super young people watching this. But anyways, he's on a DL, and so she totally just didn't want to hear it, blah, 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 going off. And I feel like at that point, I apologize for this ring light. I feel like at that point, if you tell somebody something and they don't want to hear it, just let them, she's grown, just let her go on about her business. So the movie ends. It's crazy. He had a boyfriend the whole time, and so his boyfriend was, I forgot what island they went to for their honeymoon, him and his wife, because he ended up marrying the older lady. So he was pretty much gonna mess around with his boyfriend, you know, while he was on a honeymoon with his wife. I guess, you know, take some time away to mess with him. And then the movie just goes off like that. I was thinking maybe she was gonna catch him or something, but it's like, you know what, girl? You done went through all this stuff with this guy, this weird ass wedding where the person who not the minister, but you know the person that does the vows for the people getting married. She didn't know what she was talking about half the time. He's always gone half the time. Your not brothers, your sons, all three of them told you what was up with dude. That's on you at that point. But it would seem like to me that would be stressful to have. Oh, we also found out that he was actually for real married to somebody, to another woman who he has kids with. It seemed like to me living that kind of life would be stressful. The lies you have to keep up with. You have to spend time with, you know, when you're dating multiple people, right? And they don't know about each other. You're having to, okay, I got to see this one at this time. I got to make sure she's not in this part of town because I'm going to be over here with this one. It seems like that's a lot of work. Like, you might as well just be honest with women and be like, look, I got other people in my life, just letting you know. Now, in his case, he was trying to scam, so I'm guessing that's why he didn't tell her, because he was pretty much using her for his money. Like, how are you going to buy this man a Benz and you don't even have one? That was insane. I'm like, listen, you got to quit being desperate for love, okay? Just, if it's too good to be true, it might be. Sometimes it actually is true. Sometimes it just is just not at all. But this was a little roller coaster movie. Like I said, I was expecting her to break it off with him eventually, but she never did. So shout out to her, I guess, and whoever this movie was inspired by. I hope everything is all right with you, and if you are accepting of whatever he's doing, whether it's being with other women, other men, taking all your money, as long as you like it, who are we to judge, okay? Shout out to my 100 subscribers. I finally made the 100 mark. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the rest of you as well who are not subscribed, but you know you can by hitting that button for me, all right? Really appreciate it. Peace and blessings to you all. Until next time.